All right, what's up, everyone? Nick Atkin here, Sports Keeler, MMA One Championship Podcast. Monday, we are back, and very special guest to kick things off. It's none other than the Bosnian menace, Denis Puric. He is here, fresh from his fight with Rodtang at 167 on Saturday morning in Bangkok. How you doing, Dennis? It's good to catch up.
Doing great, man. Good to see you again, man.
Yeah, it's been a couple days, long
A
time,
couple
but
days.
yeah, we thought we'd get you one because you've disappeared. I don't know where Dennis has gone. You back? Oh,
Sorry,
there he is.
sorry, man. Somebody's trying to call me, man. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
No problem. Yeah, I mean, I was expecting a different conversation here than the one I think we're going to have because I thought, you're going to be swearing at Rodtang, calling him a so and so, but it sounds like you guys patched things up. You're best friends now. You went and played football yesterday. You hung out with your partners. Is this something you saw coming?
Um, Look, yeah, after the fight, we were in the back room. They actually dope tested us both after the fight. So, I got to talk to him, and he was very, very emotional because people were just talking a lot of bad things about him missing weight. You know and especially his own people, the Thai people, right? And I mean, look, this is not my first time fighting somebody who is overweight, right? Who never made weight. So for me, it wasn't a big deal, really. I obviously people, at this level, especially being Rodtang, right? You would expect them to do so. But look, man, things happen, bro. Not everybody's perfect. Um, and people don't see what happens behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? And he's obviously been going through some things in his life, personal things. And I just hope, I want the Thai people to give him a break because, again, not like these things happen, man. I know he didn't do it on purpose. He tried. It is what it is. Um, we agreed to fight. Agreed to fight. If I had a problem with it, I wouldn't agree. I mentioned it, you know, because it was something to talk about, right? At that time. But he came to me, explained to me, he had an injury. It's hard to make weight when you're not when you can't train properly, especially with an injury or whatnot, right? Um, he doesn't have a nutritionist. He doesn't, he Thai style, man. They do Thai style stuff, right? So like they eat Thai food, and that's actually something that we were talking about when I was hanging out with him yesterday, and I totally understand. Um, I told he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Don't be sorry, bro. Why are you sorry, bro? These things happen." If I had a problem with it, I wouldn't accept the fight. But it is what it is, man. And I just hope that the people who had a problem with it would just let it go and move on, because we are entertainers, man. Right? We fight for these people, and then these people go and talk bad things about fighters, right? Like, oh, you didn't make weight, this, that. Well, it would have been different. It would have this. What if he did? All that thing aside, man, the guy is a legend. You can't take anything away from Rodtang. He's done it all. He's beaten the best guys in the world. He's been walking through guys. He's the most entertaining fighter. He's one of my favorite fighters, which is the reason why I wanted to, share the octagon with him, or the circle. Sorry, but so doesn't matter if he came in 100 pounds overweight. I would have still fought him. You know, so let's give him a break, guys, please, because like I said, a lot of people sit on their computer, watch this, and wait for something negative to happen so they have something smart to say. Because after the fight, or even before, let's say, everybody wants to be a coach or a trainer, fighter, right? Sitting behind a screen and talking shit. So I just want the people, the fans, to forget about it, move on. Okay, Move on, please. Leave the guy alone. I've had one of the best times of my life spending a day with Rodtang yesterday. He, he invited me in his home with his family. He has a wonderful family, by the way. His wife and his wife's family is unbelievable, man. Honestly, like I brought Coach Colbs and Jordan with me, and they were like just stunned. We so what happened was we went to his place first and introduced me to his family, showed me the little gym that he has in the back where they train out of. Like, it's crazy, right? And after we went to a soccer game, which it was a charity. It was for charity. So we played there. Um, and then after that, we went out to eat at this Muslim Thai restaurant. We had rabbit, we had steak, T-bone steak. We had this delicious tea. It was like the best tea I've ever had in my life. I'm like, you gotta send me a recipe on that. Um, and then yeah, then we went to play another game for, like, it was like an idol league. They made me the captain. Um, you will see. I will be posting more videos about it. We made some content, obviously. Had the most amazing time. It was like a dream come true, man. First you get to fight your dream fighter, and then you get to spend a day with somebody like that, and like, showed me the life that he lives. The day in the life of Rodtang, man. It was the most amazing day I've ever had. Top, top, top. And like we can top of my list, man. Definitely of my life, and I'm super grateful for that. I can't wait to come back and do it again with him because we are friends now. We're not just friends, man. We became family yesterday. The hospitality that he showed us. What an amazing human being that guy is, man. Amazing.
Yeah, he is a lovely guy from everything I've done with him. A lot of people don't see a lot of things about him. They just see things like missing weight or whatever, the controversies. But there's little things Rodtang does. He will stay behind a show for hours signing autographs, taking pictures. He won't let a single person not get one. There was one time I was interviewing him and my camera wire was tangled up, and he's Rodtang. He makes 10 million baht a fight. He's like jumps in and untangles the wire for me. You know, he's and then he shook my hand. I got into the lift with him on the day of the face offs. And I thought he was going to be like a superstar. He's gonna ignore me. He shakes hands, says how you doing. We're talking in the lift. He is a nice guy. Yeah, I think people love
Amazing,
to hate him.
amazing human. No, you know what? Well, that's exactly the people I was just telling you about. Like, these people could never do what we do. Okay. So because of that, they're gonna talk nonsense, right? They're gonna sit behind the computer, wait for something, an opportunity, so they can say something smart, you know. Um, and no appreciation for what we do for these people. Like, you're tuning in to watch us kill each other in the ring, and then you have something bad to say, bro. Come on, man. Get over that, man. Appreciate what we do. If you're gonna tune in and watch us, at least appreciate it, man. So I'm here defending him. And if anybody's
Yeah.
got a problem, come and see me. Freaks. Watch it. Cause
A week ago, you hated him, right? Or not hate, but you were.
I never
And
hated him, man. I'm trying to sell fights, man. You
yeah, I know.
understand? I never
A
said
week
I
ago,
hate
you
him.
thought maybe you thought he's a not
Look,
not
look,
he's not your not a friend or anything like he is now, but
look.
he changed
Obviously,
your mind.
we weren't tight. It's not that I changed my mind. I've never had anything against him, Nick. I just thought that one championship were kind of feeding him fighters who aren't ranked, and for him to stay on top. But um, on Saturday, he obviously proved that he is the king, man. He is who he is, and he's the truth. The guy is the truth, man. You know, legend in the making for sure. If he's not a legend now, he's definitely a legend in my books. And I've been around legends most of my career. I've been around Buakaw, I've been around Superbon, Pethanong, Sanchai. Not that I know Sanchai like that, but I mean I've been around him, but like and give him a couple more years and Rodtang will be that Hall of Famer for sure. 100%. He deserves it. He deserves it now. And he's only 26 years old. You know how much more time this guy's got? If he's just doing everything right. And one thing I would like him to do is get a nutritionist. So
Yeah.
I
I was
actually
just
had
about to
my,
say the same thing. I love the guy. I just really wish he would get a fucking nutritionist. You
yeah,
know
so
what I
that's
mean?
something we were talking about. I had my nutritionist, my strength and conditioning coach, my nutritionist with me yesterday. And we were kind of trying to explain to him and his brother-in-law, because his brother-in-law is also a fighter, and something that we were talking about yesterday. And we actually, well, my coach explained to him a bunch of things that he's never knew, and now you know now they have a direct contact with Coach Kolb's, and if they ever need anything, any kind of help. And I told him too, if you need anything, man, let us know, bro. We're here to help, man. We want you to do everything right. Take care of your body. If he just takes care of his body, man, this guy he can rule the world, man.
That's it. I hope he fulfills that potential to be one of the all-time greatest, as you were saying, that company
He
you
already
mentioned him
is,
in.
man. He
I
already
know
is.
he's up there, but I just think he can maybe surpass everyone if
Oh,
he
he can be
gets,
better. He can be the best.
yeah.
Actually, he was like, man, if I these like if we do all that, he'll kill everybody, bro. You know.
That's I just don't want him to waste that chance. And Chatri was saying something in the press conference when I asked him about it, and he just said something along the lines of, winners need to start. Their starting line is where the losers all quit. And 99% of people cannot do this. He just really wants Rodtang to fully invest in himself, and that's it. I think a lot of people have criticism of him, and some of it's fair, some isn't. Like you say, people gonna
It's
love to hate.
because of the guidance. He doesn't have the right guidance, man. Like you need on this at this level, you need the right people around you. And not saying that he doesn't. He just needs people who will help him with these problems that he's having with his weight cuts and the nutrition that he's. Imagine if he was eating right, the right things, and monster, monster.
Yes. Well, tell me about the football though. I heard you told me you scored. Can you
I
describe the goal?
scored I scored a penalty shot.
Okay, nice. Is there a
Yeah,
video of
we're
it?
oh yeah, we're gonna be. Oh yeah, we got lots of videos. So I don't. Yeah, actually, Jordan actually made a video of me. It was a little bit further away, so I can send you the video. You can see yourself. But I will definitely be. We made some content, so we're just waiting for the edits. And yeah, man, we'll definitely be posting some of those videos. The day in the life of Rodtang, man. What a wonderful, wonderful day, and what a wonderful life he has. Simple life, man. He's a simple guy, man. Simple life. Lives with
I
his
think he's quite
family.
misunderstood, and I'm really hoping this Netflix, so this whatever this, I may have just said. I think yeah, I saw some cameras around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they followed Rodtang, and did some really showed some of his, yeah, like the stuff you're talking about, because I want
Mhm.
people to see that. I'm not sure they always see the real man. They see the guy who, yeah, makes these mistakes like these weight cuts, and they think
Look,
he's
man, we're
lazy,
human, bro.
this and that.
Everybody,
Yeah,
we're only human. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Like I said, these things happen, and it happens to the best of us, right? So like people just need to let it go and move on because were you not entertained?
I was entertained. Yeah,
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. Entertainment. This is what we do. We're entertainers. We come, we perform, and we try to make the best show we can for the fans, for the people. To make sure that they go home and happy what they see and got their money's worth.
I was talking to you as well on Instagram, and you're a bit pissed off. You didn't get enough respect. You were saying you felt like I think it's fair. Yeah, not many people go toe to toe with Rodtang. I think only Superlek really. Even Haggerty, you were saying, didn't do what you did. We've certainly seen a
And
lot of
look,
people
man, you
just
can't.
turn and run from him.
Haggerty,
Yeah,
Haggerty is another guy you can't take nothing away from him because he's obviously proved himself to be one of the greatest, right? Um, and maybe the weight class was a little bit, too much. Maybe the weight cuts were a little bit too much for him. Maybe that's why he wasn't performing as he is these last few shows that he's had because very impressive fighter, right? But I think that's another guy that needs to work on his sportsmanship, I guess you would call it. You know, one of the things that I think he can work on and show some respect for your peers, man, for your colleagues too. But yeah, we're not gonna get into too deep with that. Um, but yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, man. We're only human, man, and people make mistakes, man. That's why I
but
want
are
him
you
to have the.
feeling better now? Because I think you were a little pissed off that you didn't get any credit for the
I wasn't
performance.
pissed. I
Yeah,
was just disappointed that nobody said, "Hey,
that was good from Dennis.
yeah, well, like I watched the post press conference and like we obviously put on the fight of the night, right? And nobody said, "Hey, Dennis came in and threw down, 39 years old, never missed weight. I've never missed a weight in my life. Okay, never in my career. I've never missed weight one time. At least like acknowledge, hey, if you're gonna talk about Rodtang and saying, hey, if you want to be the best, you got to do this. How about this? Look at Dennis, 39 years old, um, still making weight, um, working hard. I got 13 years on Rodtang. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not trying to pair myself with him or nothing like that, but it's just I just all I ask for is some acknowledgement and some respect from the boss, and I have nothing against Chartry, man. I love Chartry. I love the opportunity. I appreciate the opportunity he's been giving us fighters, and to showcase our skills on the highest levels. I just feel like sometimes I don't get the appreciation that I should. So that's all. I mean, I've done a lot. What else I gotta do to earn some respect? That's all.
Well, I said it on Instagram as well. I feel like your star is definitely on the rise after that last weekend, and I think big things are coming. But what about you? I'll go to the chat. There's some questions from some fans here. One of them is asking, who do you want to fight next? That's from Beaver Happy.
Well, I wanted a title shot, right? Whatever one championship wants. I know Rodtang and Takeru, I guess they're gonna go at it soon. I wouldn't that mind that fight with Takeru as well. Just I don't know when that's gonna be when that can happen because he's got a fight coming up with Rodtang maybe in Denver, I think. They did talk about Japan. The thing is, I was gonna take the summer off because um there's an event in Bosnia every year. They have this event in August, and I was invited to come as a special guest. The war started in August of 1990 in 1991, 1990 in Bosnia. So every August they have this event where it's like a festival. People come from all over the world going to Bosnia for this. You know, you got games, music. Um, you got to play soccer. They have fights. Um, they have music. You know, celebration kind of thing. You know, and they invited me to come as a special guest. And I haven't been to Bosnia in 17 years. You know, I have a lot of family there. I have aunts and uncles I haven't seen in a long time, and they're getting old. And I want to take my parents and go visit for a bit. And while I'm out there, I got some seminars set up too. So the month of August is going to be a busy month for me traveling around Europe. So that's why I asked if I can have a rematch with Rodtang and Muay Thai in December, if that's a possibility, because I think I deserve that much. Even though we're friends, this is business. You know what I mean? Business is business, and again, I want to come and put on. We want to put on another spectacle, man.
I'm down for that. If it's not
You know,
Rodtang, is there anyone else you can think of? Yes, you said
Takeru,
Takeru. Yeah.
yeah, Takeru. I don't know, Super like what's going on. I don't know what's going on with Super like. Is if he's going up in weight or because like I know he's had some troubles making weight. I don't know if he's. I don't know what's going on with that, but whatever one championship wants, we can talk about it and see what they have in mind, man.
All right. I'll get some other questions. Ego kind is kind of leading the charge of that Rodtang deserves the criticism. He says it's his job to perform. If I'm not performing on my job, I get criticized. That's only fair. Do you understand why people are criticizing him? Do you think it's all is some of it fair, some of it unfair? Is there a
Of
line that
course,
can be
he's a,
drawn?
we are professionals, and you know you got to come in and be a professional, do the job. Because honestly, the hardest part of the job is making weight. Fight is the easy part. As long as you're in shape, fight is the easy part. I get it, I understand. But again, people make mistakes, you know. And if you don't have the right people in your corner, and telling you that you need to you need to eat right, you need to put the right things in your body, and watch your weight, or nutrition is very very important in this sport, right? So I understand, but like I agreed to take the fight, right? So I mean, I think it's look, he's already been shit on, man. Let's leave the guy alone. The guy, got super emotional because of that, because he cares about his fans, right? So I think that I understand from the fans' point of view, but the fans don't are not fighting Rock we are, right? So I just hope that they, lay back a little bit, leave him alone, and let's move forward, man, and enjoy um his beautiful art of fighting, man.
All right. From Ichi is asking, I said, I still believe you should have got more than 25% of Rodtang's purse because the weight miss was pretty bad. But if you're cool with it, then I guess it's cool. Yeah, what was your. I know
Um,
you were
you know
looking
what
for a
I
little more,
think?
weren't you?
So I'll tell you what I think, right? I think that definitely fighters should be getting penalized for missing weight. Definitely. Um, 25% is not enough, because I bet you if they make it 80%, everybody will be making weight. So I think that they need to increase the penalty for sure, and then they can think about, do they want to miss out on all that money, right? And focus on making weight and hire the right people and have the right people around them to help them with these things, right? So I definitely agree with you. Ichi, yes, is that his name?
That's it.
I agree with you, Ichi, and I think the penalties should be increased to at least 50%. I would say 80, but 50 would be ideal, I think.
Right. Ichi does work with these fine people as well beyond kickboxing, who are asking you whether you are back in Muay Thai title contention or are you looking to get more kickboxing fights now?
I miss kickboxing. I love Muay Thai. Whatever, man. Both. Anything can go. Whatever they want me to do, I will do it. Look, you have to understand. I didn't call for a kickboxing fight. I asked for a fight against Rodtang for a title. Um, they wanted a kickboxing fight. I agreed to the kickboxing fight. Whatever they want me to do, I'm up for it. But I would definitely love to do a little bit more kickboxing as well. Half and half wouldn't be bad. Let's see. Let's see who wants to dance with me in kickboxing and Muay Thai.
All right, Family S. It's my buddy Grant who lives in Hong Kong. What's up, Grant? He says Dennis has a new fan. The man's a warrior. Definitely has my respect.
I appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I feel like you did gain a lot of fans this weekend. Have you felt that? Have you seen it reflected on your socials and things like that?
Well, I gained almost 10,000 followers since the fight, so I
Pretty
think so.
cool.
Yeah, and I appreciate all the fans. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. I promise I will. If you've been following my one career, every fight I come in has been a better and better and better performance. So wait for the next one. I'll be coming even better for that.
This one from my guy Nicolas. Shout out from Toronto, Canada. Great fight. You took Rodtang's punches like a champ. Who would you say punches hardest in your experience that you have fought?
He definitely hits hard. Well, he was also overweight. Um, but I got an iron jaw too. I got an iron chin too. So um,
I saw some of the
Rodtang's the
stuff he hit
iron.
you with. I was like, oh my god, yeah, these two guys are they're both Iron Men.
But that's the thing, man. I can take a shot too. So he definitely hits hard. You know who hit me pretty hard was Yodlek Pet, man. That guy hits hard too. He's a hard, heavy hitter. Yodlek Pet is one of those guys that definitely definitely felt his shots. Um, in one, Yodlek Pet and Rodtang so far have been the hardest hitters. Definitely.
All right. Story of the fight. So some people say you should lose a point on round one if you miss weight. What do you think?
Yeah, a lot of K1 used to do that. If you miss weight, you lose. The round will start 10-9, the first round. So I agree with that as well. Um, but again, I'm not the one to. I don't like complaining. You know, we're here to fight. We fight. You miss weight. It is what it is.
All right. Well, any other questions? Get them in the chat, guys. I don't want to keep Dennis too long. Already had him for half an hour. But yeah, Dennis, what's the plan now? Are you going back to Canada? You've been out there in
Uh,
Thailand for a while, haven't you?
yeah, I've been here since February. Been here since February. I miss my family. I miss my son. My wife came here for this event. I also haven't seen her throughout this whole time that I've been here. So right now I'm taking the wife to Korea. We're gonna go there, visit some of her family. Spend a week there. Have a good time. We were actually gonna have a holiday in Phuket, but it was rainy season. It's rainy season right now, so we don't want to be stuck in the rain for 7 days. You know what I mean? So we're like, you know what? Let's go to Korea. It's summertime. Let's go over there. She's like, yes, yes, let's do that. So I'm excited to go to her home country and experience the country. I've been to Korea before, but I haven't been with her. So I think she deserves the trip, doing it for her, and we're gonna go there. We're gonna enjoy our time, see some of her friends and family. I have some friends there as well, so it would be great to see them. And then back to Canada, man. Back to Canada for end of June to July, and then August I gotta fly out to Bosnia, see my family. Unfortunately, the wife, she's got work, so we'll see if we can make it happen, and I can sneak her out of work for a couple weeks to come with me. But it looks like it's unlikely for now. So that'll be probably another problem because now she's like, damn, I'm gonna spend another month without you, and then probably gonna have to go back to Thailand for another camp. And this year has just been busy, but hey, she knows what she signed up for. She's a trooper. Nothing but support from her, and you know that's why I keep her around.
Yeah, I saw pictures of you two together, with Rodtang and his wife Ada. Yeah, it's important to have someone behind you, isn't it, who fully
Listen, man,
just
I'm
believes
gonna
you.
tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, Nick. I've had women in my life, and this I've never had a woman like this who supports what I do. Um, Honestly, she has made me a better fighter, I think, a better person all around. She brings balance into my life. Ever since she came into my life, my life has just been on upwards scale. So, I can't thank her enough, and I'm super blessed. It's important to have these kind of women in your life because a man is not a man with the right woman. Like behind every strong man is a stronger woman, right? So, and this is super important, and that's what I seen with Rodtang too, man. He has a wonderful wife, and her family is amazing, man. Amazing family. I was so blown away yesterday, spending a day with them, and uh, I'm looking to bring them to Canada, maybe do a seminar. I'm gonna bring them to my home. They can stay at my house, and now we can grow from there. Grow our
Can you just
relationship.
make sure Rodtang gets the right visa this time for Canada? I don't know if you saw what happened last
So
time.
yeah, we were talking about that. We were talking about that situation. I think he did have the right visa. The problem is when they asked him, "What are you here for?" He said a holiday, and then when they asked the manager who brought them, he's like, "Oh, he's here for a seminar." So it was like the stories weren't matching, and then the customs kind of just said, "Listen, the story's not matching. I don't know what you're here for," and they returned him back. But if I bring him, you damn sure I'm gonna make you damn right. I'm gonna make sure that everything is correct.
That's good to hear. Yes, I'm glad, Dennis. I think you met my girlfriend as well in at breakfast.
I
So
did. I did.
I reciprocate that. She's done that for me. I know how good it is to have someone in your life who really supports you and it lets you flourish, right?
Yeah, man. Well, look, man, we're nothing without our women. Especially when you have a positive woman in your life who brings nothing but joy, happiness. Like I have zero headaches with my girl, man. When I'm away, she's nothing but supportive this whole time. And my woman is needy, man. She cannot be without me. Like away from like when I'm home, she works from home. She's a lawyer. My woman, my wife is a lawyer. She works for a law firm, and she works from home most of the time because she want to be around with me all the time. So I really appreciate her, and this is why like I'm taking her. I'm trying to, and again, I'm working so hard to give her the best life, the life that she deserves, and that we can share together.
I love to hear it. Think you gained a lot of fans this week, especially some people here in the chat. Chester is saying, "Thank you for the great performance, Dennis. I hope to see you compete in person one day, somewhere close to Ontario,
So
hopefully."
that's one thing I wanted to elaborate on, man. Let's have one championship in Toronto. Well, bro, we'll fill that stadium right up, man. One championship, Toronto, and then hopefully Chester can come and look at that, man. Have a you
Well, you
know.
told me you prefer fighting in Thailand because it's warmer. And I remember the first time I met
Yeah,
you.
well, make sure it's summertime at least, man. Because I don't think the Thais will like it when it's winter. They'll be
Sure.
like, "What the heck is this?" Right?
All right. Yeah. Well, Rod Tang put a spotlight on how good of a dude Dennis is. Says story of the fight. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of people have been exposed to you as a person, as a fighter, and it's even I've said to you on Instagram messaging. I know you lost, wasn't the outcome you wanted, but I think you won in many ways. Do you see that now? A couple days removed from the fight.
I don't know if I told you this before, but win or lose fights is one thing. My job is to win the crowd. So if I'm down on scorecards, I'm gonna go out there and bust my ass off to at least win the crowd. This is what I fight for. I fight for the crowd. I'm an entertainer. Again, we have to remember that we're entertainers. We gotta go out there and entertain, baby. And I think that's what we did that night.
You did.
Thank you so
It was
much.
it was a great fight. I enjoyed it. Yes, Eagle Kine points out Joe Natterwood similarly won, even though he didn't win the fight. He made a lot of fans. I just want to ask you finally, yeah, what's your take on that main event?
I didn't get to see the full fight because we were in the back getting dope tested. Um, I seen Joe versus Tawan Chai the first time they fought, and I thought that he won that fight. And everybody's saying that Joe won the second fight, which I don't doubt, right? Because Joe is a beast. So I also think that he won the fight from what everybody. I gotta look. I gotta go back and look at the full fight. But from what I've heard, that he won the fight for sure.
All right. Unfortunate situation, wasn't it, with the booing? Uh, is that something you
Yeah,
didn't like to
well,
see?
that's the fight game, man. That's the fight game. And I'm sure Tawan Chai realized too. Maybe he knows as well. Again, I didn't really get to uh experience that whole thing because we were in the back, and I was trying to comfort Rodtang because he was super super emotional, and I
Yeah.
was just trying to
Even I
comfort
gave him
him.
a hug on the way back. He was crying,
Bro, I was
and
hugging him, kissing
yeah.
him. It was like, it's okay. And I told him because another thing, um, leading up to the fight, I was getting shit on by so many people. And what I told him is that you can't be sitting around reading these comments and letting it affect you, man. What I did is I looked at it, I looked at these comments, and I kind of just laughed, and I'm like, these people have no idea about, they're just fans, man. So I've been shitted on this whole, especially because I'm talking a lot and I'm trying to hype up the fight. And what's up, man?
Hey man, how you doing?
Good, good. How are you? So yeah, I was
Good.
trying to sell the fight. I was trying to hype up the fight, and I was getting shit on by all his fans. But that did you see me crying? I didn't cry, man. I was sat back. Sometimes I laughed at it. I put the phone away. I'm like, man, these people don't understand the fight game, obviously. So I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna fight. And we're gonna put on a show, and that's what we did. And look at us now. Where's all those haters now? I want to see them in the comments now. Come and say something now.
Well, Tetsuya says the only at this point, no one can hate Dennis except Edgar Tabares. Yeah. um, Dennis.
Yo, you guys gonna get me. You guys are gonna get me killed with this guy, man. That guy's a gangster, man. Don't do that. But
Oh,
I'm just trying to tell you guys the truth. The guy is not on that level, man. I'm sorry, Tabares. I'm not trying to shit on you, brother, but you're just not on that level, brother. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to talk shit about you, bro. Like if you want to work together, you want me to help you out, and we can work, brother. Come to my gym. You can reach out to me. I will make you better, brother. We're gonna whoop ass.
all right. Well, Tristan did join in. He had some camera
Hello.
issues, so I was going to let you go, Dennis. But I just want to, if
Ooh.
Tristan has a question for you before you leave,
Yeah,
I'm just
man.
going to
What's
throw
up,
it to
Tristan? How you
Tristan.
doing, brother?
Good, bro. This
Okay.
interview showed how much of a great Dennis is, man. I met him
I
first time in
appreciate you.
Malaysia, bro. Long time ago. And you told me
Yeah.
this is the best job in the world because you're going out there and kicking ass. And you fucking proved it, man.
Come on, man. We're living the dream, man. People need
Yeah.
to, if you have this job, you need to be grateful. You get to do what you love for a living, and you get paid. What the
Yeah,
hell? You
bro.
get to beat people up, and bro, I used to beat people up and get arrested and shit. I get paid now, bro. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's the best job in the world, like you said, man.
100%, bro. Hey, I'm almost 40 years old and I'm still doing it
Still
because I
kicking
love it.
ass.
Hey,
What
and
a freak.
I'm trying to keep, watch it, Rick. I'm trying to keep up with these youngsters, man, you know? And yeah, man, I love this game. I love it. I love it. And I'm gonna be around for a while. Don't worry, you're gonna see a lot more of me. Trust me.
Yes,
I'm not
sir.
going nowhere. I feel good, man. Like I said, man, I got this nutritionist slash strength and conditioning coach who just brought another 20 years to my fighting career. So we're not going nowhere, man. I'm not going nowhere until I get a title shot or something like that. I wanna fight for the belt, whether it's for the Muay Thai belt or the kickboxing belt. And when we take those, hey, maybe we'll even call Mighty Mouse out and go back to MMA. Because remember, man, I used to fight Bellator. I fought in Bellator. I've done lots of MMA
Oh,
in my
wow.
in my career. So yeah, 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 yeah. Let's do it, man. I'm here, bro. I ain't going nowhere, bro. You're gonna see a
It's
lot
good
more
to
of me.
hear. Well, Dennis, take enough of your time, man. So please get out of there, enjoy this, celebrate with your wife, all that. Enjoy the rest of the time in Thailand.
Will do,
Enjoy
sir. Will
Canada.
do.
Enjoy Bosnia, and yes,
Will do.
hopefully
Enjoy Korea too, man. We're gonna go
Korea.
create
Yeah,
some
Korea.
Korean
Forgot Korea.
barbecue and
Ooh.
oh yeah, man. Can't wait. Can't wait. Tomorrow we're flying out 4 o'clock. I'm at the Laboa Hotel right now. We're gonna go eat something first, and I'm gonna take the wifey up to the rooftop, maybe have a drink and
Earned it.
little romantic little thing going on with my wife. We're
Oh
not
yeah,
gonna
you
give
owned it.
details and shit.
No, you definitely deserve that, Dennis. But
Thank
thanks,
you
man, for
guys so
speaking to us.
much.
It's a fun interview, yeah, and I'm sure everyone's
Thank
enjoyed
you so
listening to
much,
you.
man. Again, I hope you guys enjoy the spectacle me and Rodtang put on the other night, and I can't wait to be back. I can't wait to be back stronger and better than before, as I do every time. You know what Rick told me is like, man, you age like fine wine, man. It's like the older you get, the better you get. What he's like, what do you drink? What's in your water? I'm like, it's the fire. That's the fire that I have burning in me, man. For this fight game. I was born for this, bro. You know, everything I've been through. People just think, oh, you've been through war that was like 20 whatever years ago. Buddy, I grew up in poverty when I came from when I grew up when I came to Canada. I was put in a very very bad neighborhood. Um, I grew up around, you know, gangsters and shit like that. Like I had to do a lot of things to survive these streets. Trying to focus on my fighting career while running the streets with weirdos. Not weirdos. I have a lot of friends too. Like, but a lot of the guys that I used to get into a lot of trouble. I used to hang out with a lot of bad people, but that was more to survive. I'm an only child, bro. I don't have no brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? So the only way to survive was to get yourself involved in a group of people that will protect you. So I used to get in some trouble and stuff like that. Not that they're bad people. We just you know things shit happen, man. I don't want to get too deep into this conversation,
Yeah.
because I don't want people saying, "Oh, this guy's." I'm not a bad guy. You know what I mean? I've been through a lot, and it's made me who I am today.
The bad boy's done good. Dennis Puric is taking off, up and up. Only way is up, I feel for you, yes. Aging like a
Oh,
fine
that's
wine,
I
like Rick
I've
said.
been I've been climbing ever since, like I said, ever since this woman came into my life. I've been climbing the ladder, and I'm not about to stop now. I want to make her proud. I want to make my son proud. My parents are getting old. I put them through a lot growing up, and I think this is my way of paying back, um, and making them proud of me because they're getting old, and you never know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw that was a lyric I could hear in the entrance song, and you kind of pointed at the camera when you
Oh,
said
yeah,
it.
that
I
was so
do I do
cool.
everything for my son, I think that was the lyric. But
Man, I got
on
I got a
yeah.
few I got a few
Yeah, you gotta
walkout
send me
tracks.
them, please. I messaged
I
you.
will, I
You
will,
gotta
I will, I will, bro. They're sick, and it
Should
talks
drop
about
an
my life.
album.
Actually, that same guy Shout out Andrew Martin, aka Words. That's the guy that does my music. Uh, he's actually working on an album about my life, a full album. So that's gonna be coming soon. Stay tuned. I'm gonna send you all that stuff. So don't worry, man. You're gonna have the whole thing, man. I promise.
I love it.
That's
I
sick.
didn't know you did this. You were skilled in this
I
art.
have I have a lot of friends, bro. I'm not skilled in no rapping, man. I have friends. I have a lot of people that love me because I've done a lot of good things for a lot of people, and these are the things that they're doing to pay me back, and I support them. This guy's actually I know him for over 20 years. I know him for over 20 years, man, and one of the best lyricists to come out of Canada for sure. It's just Canada's hard to make it in that industry, right? Because he's a white boy, like a skinny white boy, and you know it's hard to make it unless you're Drake and you have Jewish connections and stuff like that. This guy is just a kid from the street and one of the best lyricists around, man. 100% out of Canada for sure. One of the top guys when it comes to lyricism for sure. And as you can tell, man, the guy killed that track. And that's just one of them. I have like three. I have three walkout songs. They actually played the wrong song. That's
Really?
the older one. Yeah, they played the wrong song, man. The new one is so they're all called Watch It Freaks. These Watch It Freaks Part One, Watch It Freaks Part Two. That was Part Two. This one is Watch It Freaks. Soy Dogs arrives. Right. So don't
I
worry,
want to hear
man.
them all.
More where that came from. Shout out my boy Andrew Martin, aka Words. That's my brother, the best lyricist that came out of Canada. We're coming with a full album about my life, about my story, and stay tuned for that.
I will. I can't wait to see you back. Yeah, Dennis, thanks so much for joining us today and
I
enjoy
appreciate you
the
guys.
holiday with the wife. Yeah, she deserves some time from you now. We've taken enough from her.
No problem. She's taking a nap anyway. She's getting.
All right. Yeah.
She's
All
taking
good.
a nap anyways. We had a long day. I had to go buy some luggage just because we're leaving. I got so much stuff here. I just came from Fair because Fairtex is a sponsor now. I was at Lumpini. Went to
Oh,
Fairtex
oh
and
yeah.
the
Oh, I
guy
did shopping.
filled up. I had to get a luggage. This guy filled up my luggage full of equipment. So we gotta organize all this stuff because we're leaving tomorrow. So yeah. Just taking a little nap because it's been a long day. And then we're gonna deal with this. We're gonna go get some food, and then we're gonna go upstairs on a little romantic date, have a drink, and enjoy the views. And
You're not still at the peninsula, are you? You're out.
no, I'm at the
Yeah.
Laboa Hotel,
Lisboa.
the
Okay.
Hangover, where they filmed the
Oh yeah.
Hangover.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's sick.
yeah, yeah.
How
Well,
good
she
was the
deserves it,
peninsula
man.
though, as well?
Oh, it was nice, man. It was
Yeah.
nice, man.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, look, man, she deserves the best. I'm just trying to, you know, pay pay what I've put her through in the last few months. Being away and all that.
Well, you definitely are paying back now. Good to see you, Dennis. Thanks for. I've enjoyed chatting
Always
to
a
you this
pleasure,
last week.
man.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Always a pleasure, man. I'm always here anytime you need me, man. Holla at your boy. Watch it, freaks.
Watch a freak.
Let's
Watch your freaks indeed.
go. Have a good night, boys. Until
You
next
too.
time.
See you
Let's
later,
You too,
mate.
go.
man.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Take care. All right, that's Dennis, the Bosnian menace Puric. He is.
Watch it.
We're watching it. Don't worry.
All right. All right. Bye now.
Bye, guy.
Bye.
All right. Let me get. We got Peter Miller as well going to join us here very soon. How are you
Damn.
doing, Tristan? Though.
I fixed the computer issue, but yeah, it took me a while.
Yes, sir. Well, we're going to talk to you as well about City Chai at some point, and we'll get through the rest of the
Mm.
card. I think Pete's going to jump in any moment now. But how are you feeling after that? Tell just to stay away from the snow bunnies, says the Chandy 98.
Uh, hello? Sorry, I like that.
You here?
Yeah. Pretty great show all around, I think.
A snow bunny is a promiscuous woman. Is that it? I've googled it.
No. I don't know.
Someone's teasing Tristan. All right. Yes. How was your Saturday night? I believe you celebrated City Chai's win with the boys from the
Oh,
gym.
it was rough. It was rough.
It was
Oh,
rough.
look,
I feel like
Peter.
you're still feeling it. Peter's here.
Oh,
Peter
hello.
Miller, Condition Nutrition.
How we
How are
doing?
you?
Good, man.
Good, guys. How are you doing?
Yeah,
Good,
we're
good, man.
okay. Just had a good chat with Dennis. Sorry that ran quite long because Dennis was hilarious and I just enjoyed the chat. But Pete's been waiting in the wings for about half an hour to jump on the show, so sorry about that. But yeah, we got Pete in just to talk about the other drama from the show, which was Liam Harrison's weight miss and everything that went along with it. I'm sure everyone has followed it all, but we're gonna get it in Pete's words. What happened? Pete is his nutritionist. He was there in the room for the whole thing, and yes, it's been a crazy week, hasn't it, Pete?
I reckon I've aged probably about 5 years over the last few days. That was
That was stressful.
Oh, mate, that was. As I've said to you, like when I seen you on the day, and I've said that on social media, I was literally lost for words. I didn't actually know what to. I didn't know what to say. Never experienced a scenario like that before. That was absolutely wild.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I'll recap briefly. Liam went in for an unofficial weight check, 2:30 p.m. around then, and he was 143. Then he on the scale that they use for the same thing. So then he had a little bit of water. Was it under 500 milliliters? I think.
Yeah,
Came back. Yeah, came back just after 5 o'clock and was 146, and he then didn't want to cut the extra pound. He felt that it was the scales were wrong or they had been read wrong by one officials when he had the unofficial check, so he was not happy. It escalated from there. His opponent missed weight, and then they tried to ask for the catch weight, but Liam felt disrespected. He didn't want to do the fight without an apology, and the fight didn't happen. But then there was a nice ending. At least he got his purse, and Chatri called him up, and they spoke, hashed it out. But yes, like you say, this is unheard of, really unprecedented. How did you see it from your side, Pete? I know you have feelings on what happened. Do you think what did you think happened?
Well, I like to start off because of, like an opening statement. You got to look at it was me, Liam, John Gillies as coach, and Richard Smith there, and then you look at Liam's had more fights than probably majority of the people on the card. He's more experienced. He's been around for 20 odd years. When I was in school wasn't even doing nutrition. John Gillies has got 25 years plus experience fighting, coaching. I'd like to say with my experience, I've done 8 one championship world title fights in the last 7 months. Over 50 people have weighed in one championship who's worked with me. So we're no hillbillies. We're professionals. Like, we know what we're doing. So for something like this to happen and for us to stand so strongly for it means that it's no kind of joke. We felt something had gone wrong and Liam was unfairly treated. And yes, basically, the long story is Liam woke up in the morning. We had to do the weight making process. Won't go into the fine details of that, but we checked the gym scales at 2:30. He was pretty much bang on the gym scales, but with so many 2.5 hours to go until the weigh-ins, the most logical thing to do would be to double check on the official scales, which any normal, professional person would do. I messaged one rep, say, hey, can we go and check weight on the scales? He's like, not a problem. We'll come up now. Me, Liam, John Gillies go into the room. He steps on the scales. He's just got his underpants on. Gets read 143. You're 2 pounds underweight, Liam. Go and chill out for the next 2.5 hours. Drink a little bit of water. Cool. So we're thinking this is 2.5 hours to go, and we've already made the weight. Absolutely ideal, perfect scenario. His whole camp's been spot on. So this is like perfect ending to his camp. Then with the weigh-ins, the live weigh-ins, people don't know you have to register. The official weigh-ins are 5 o'clock, but if you come down for 4:30, you can be like the first name to weigh in. So we got Liam. I think Cade was the first one. Liam was the second one. So Liam was down there for 4:20. So 40 minutes to spare, sitting around, we're chilling, like we're all good. He needs a pee, so he's got a hydrated sample, and then we go in. I'm recording it, ready to go. Liam Harrison's weighed in, all good, and then 146 pounds, and we were all just completely gobsmacked. At the time, as I said, I didn't have anywhere to explain what had happened, and the guy does the one championship weigh-ins. Like, I see him all the time. Do I think he purposely misread the thing? No, but the only thing I can think of is there was some calibration issue with the scales because we came down so early before probably most people had made the weight. The scales had been moved, they were off, and then he was actually on weight, bang on weight with the gym scales that we were using, and them scales were off. So the water he's drank, he's put on 1 pound, and that's basically my thought of what's happened. And people are saying, "Oh, wouldn't you go and make the weight and just do it?" But we did everything right, and I'm completely behind Liam with, like, he felt like he'd been humiliated in front of all the cameras, the doctors that are there, and we completely supported his decision to do that because there was no one from one coming up to us saying, "Look, this is what's, let's try and address what's going on." I was like, "You've missed the weight, go and make the weight." And as I said about like us being professional, if we really thought he was overweight, like my job, I do this every single week in one championship and every single prime card. Would I get Liam first in the queue with a hydrated sample if I knew he was overweight? It'd be so unprofessional by me. Like that's why it's just lost for words, because you just think you just don't know what to say. And like it's good that Chatri's apologised about it all, and well, it's kind of an apology, isn't it? Giving him his pace is basically like admitting that there was some fault there. But I don't know what your opinions on it, guys. What do you think?
I was shocked.
Yeah, Tristan. Yeah, how do you feel? They'll give me.
Yeah, I was at the airport checking in for my flight back from Australia, and then I saw Liam got on. I was like, "Oh yeah, bro, he looks in great shape. He's gonna make it." Like, I see the sample, I'm like, yeah, definitely pass. But then 146, and I was like, shit, something's wrong.
That's what I'm saying. If we'd have thought he was overweight, why would we get him in at 4:20 to face the queue sitting around if we knew he was a pound over? It seems so upset. And like, checking the official scales is what you do to double check. You'd be stupid not to do that. So for it to then be £3 difference from when we checked 2.5 hours before is crazy. And people question Liam's professionalism. Liam's been around, done it, worn the t-shirt more than anybody, most people on that card. So it was one of the strangest evenings in my career by far, and obviously by Liam's and the team.
Well, yeah, I see. I've been speaking to Liam the whole week, speaking to you, but I also spoke to the officials, and I see. It's not like they have a side, but they kind of ran me through the process of how they use that scale, and I don't think there's any way they could have misread it. So I agree with you, Pete, that it's maybe.
I don't think he's done so many. As I said, I've got a lot of respect for him. I see him all the time, the one rep, and like, I don't think he's read it wrong. I think he's read the 143, and then something has happened to the scales where it's been moved, it's been recalibrated or something, because Liam had been made weight with 2.5 hours to spare. Something in that 2.5 hour period moved or happened with the scales, and it's read out a different reading.
Here's a good one. Do you think they should change to electrical scales then, or digital scales?
100%. I spoke to the head of nutrition for the UFC, ran him through the scenario and said, what would the UFC do in this scenario? And they said in most cases they have a set of backup scales, because there's been instances in the UFC where someone from the commission, when they've been in different states, have not been able to use the scales effectively, properly, and they've had like an extra set of scales in the back. So that seems like a thing that they could potentially do, but it's such an unheard of scenario. You're not really prepared for it, are you? And yeah, I think that could be a potential option, but whether they do that,
I think it does. It's good, man. It cuts out the human error part, so there's no one to blame.
Yeah, with them scales, there's always room for human error, and that's what I'm never a big fan of. So this is not me saying that he read them wrong, but there's always room for human error in that. And it's I don't know why they use it. I think it maybe the UFC use it to one championship, want to follow suit, but the electric scales seem a lot more logical to use, because this is not me saying any kind of accusation, but would you say something like that as similar happened before, might even be by like a couple, like half a pound or something, where someone stepped on the scales and it's been a little bit different? That's the problem you get with them type of scales. It's
Mikey was saying similar, right? Mikey was kind of bemused. He was pound over.
Liam saying he had the same issue where it was reading out, because he looks quite surprised when he weighed in.
Yeah,
like his face looked quite surprised. So I think this is the thing with Liam. Like, that's why I love that Liam stood his ground and we as a team stood our ground, because I think someone without Liam's profile, it would have been like, oh, so-and-so's missed weight. And that's an impact on my reputation, impact on his reputation. I think because Liam's got such a strong voice in this world, him speaking out about it has made people go, well, hold on, well, there must be something going wrong here. Like, Liam's not one for excuses. As Liam said in this video, if Liam would have known he'd missed the weight, he'd go and make the weight. But it was the whole principle, standing his ground. And it's unfortunate he hasn't been able to fight, but 100% like respect his decision to do that, to not fight and stand his ground.
Yes. Anonymous saying, I wonder how many weight misses were due to a similar situation Liam experienced, but the fighters didn't challenge it. Yeah, I feel a few people came out of the woodwork, right?
Because you think Liam's got a massive following. Liam's probably got more followers than anyone who was on that card. If someone else who just started with one or smaller following, you haven't really got a leg to stand on. I think Liam's, because he's so respected in this game, that he felt it was right for him to do that. And I was there when they said, oh, you're 140, all the cameras there. It was humiliating for him, it was humiliating for us as a team, knowing that we've done everything bang on. Like, for me, this was one of the best camps I've ever had with anyone. And this is not just me even saying this. Like, we started the camp, he was pretty heavy at the start. We started 12 weeks out. Every week, Liam was hitting the perfect weekly weight loss numbers. And I was even laughing, going, mate, every time you're telling me your weight, it's exactly where I'm predicting you and wanting you to be. So everything went perfect. And for that to happen at the final hurdle was just a kick in the teeth. And Liam's a proud man, and the way one handled it wasn't great. There was no one that came up and said, look, let's look into this. There's still 3 hours to go. Can we have a conversation? No one went up to him. Liam had no conversation with anyone from one. And he was very angry at the time, which is which is expected of him to be. So we're kind of just we just got to, you're going to go and have to make the weight. So what, he's going to have to go and make weight again, cut weight, which apparently one championship don't do, cut weight. So we're going to have to go to wherever and cut the rest of the weight. This is going into becoming, potentially, dangerous on your health if he's cutting weight, because he's going to have to drink water to make sure he's hydrated and then go and cut extra weight. So he might have been cutting 3 pounds then, which would have been, that's about 1.6 kilo, which he's a 38-year-old man. He's not a young fighter anymore, and he's already put his body through a lot to get to the weight he was at. So, as I said, I completely respect his decision and I stood by him for that.
Yes, And you don't want Liam Harrison as your enemy because we saw everything one posted was getting bombarded by comments from his fan
comments,
base.
and
Yeah.
Liam said to me, "Can you post something about it?" I was like, "Look, Liam, me saying it just looks like, oh, it's nutrition's making. You need to say it, and because you've got so much credibility in this industry, and you're telling your side of the event." And I looked at the comments, and I didn't see. There's hundreds of comments, and I didn't see any kind of negativity, because people will be thinking, well, why wouldn't he? If he did miss weight, he just go and cut it. There must be something amiss here. But like the comment there about Chachi, like Chachi showed about being a good boss and having a bit of empathy and understanding what fighters go through. Like Chachi must have been sitting there thinking, well, something's clearly gone wrong here, and let's address the situation. Him doing it is basically them admitting there was an issue, because he wouldn't have paid him his full person compensation if he didn't think that.
Yeah, I'm glad that happened, but I think it was also just like, this is the easiest way to solve the situation right now.
And it's a safe, definitely to save face for the organisation too. And like, look, as I said to you, I'm here every prime card. I've been at every prime card since September. Like, I'm around the one championship officials and stuff, so I don't want to have a bad reputation or fall out with them about this. But you know, that's why Liam had to make a stand for it, because he's in the position where he can do that.
Yes, like you said, I think if most fighters on that card had done it, they wouldn't have been able to get paid at the end of the day. So it shows that Liam is a legend, and I'm just glad he's got another fight booked with Sexan in Denver, because I was worried for him. I thought, oh, if you take this stand, yeah, maybe you're gonna create some bad blood, and this is about. He's got the fight booked at least, so
Yeah,
all's well that ends well.
Well, that was the conversation we had at dinner after it. We were thinking, well, if he makes this stand, there is a potential chance that it could lead to that. But I think, as I said, I think everyone knows what Liam's about and what Liam brings to the sport. To treat him like that, they had to do something. Otherwise, they've just been. You looked at the comments of the fight day poster. Everyone was commenting, "Where's Liam? Where's Liam?" All stuff about Liam. So they were kind of backed into corner to do it, and. Yeah, it was definitely the right decision.
Yeah, I think so. And I saw, one put it out on their socials, with Liam's post and a picture of him. So I think they definitely, they didn't want this to drag on, like the negative side of it, to just take away from what was a good event still, and it wasn't anyone's fault, just what happened. It's just some silly situation that happened. So I hope, they can,
like things happen, and like it's just one of them scenarios that I'll remember, that you can't explain, and I don't think anyone's gonna have an explanation for it. It's just a mishap, and it just happens, man. And like, let's hope it doesn't happen. And I've got 3 people on the next prime card. They're going to be
yeah, I can't wait to see you and back in that weigh-in room.
Yeah,
should be fun. Yes, as Chester says, he was worried that Liam would be sharing a cell with Pambayek and Sage in jail. Yeah, didn't want Liam in jail, but I don't think Liam can be jailed. That's what we're saying. He's too popular.
Yeah,
and yes, more power to him. It's cool when people can take a stand. It shows that their reputation. You have to earn that type of reputation, don't you? It's not given. You can't buy it. Right. Well, what do you think of the rest of the show, then, Pete?
Do you know what, mate? I'm not gonna lie to you. My interest from the show after what happened, I watched it, but I wasn't fully invested in it because I was emotionally just completely drained from that last day. Yeah, so the last couple of days have been like catching up on everything and just going, right, this is a new week now, Monday. Let's move forward. But it was a good show, but I wasn't. I couldn't tell you specific things what happened because I think my mind wasn't all there.
I think Liam's here. in the chat.
Oh,
Is
so
he?
you put the system on trial.
I put the system on trial.
Yes, sir.
Me and him would have been locked up. I'd have been banned from one
Yeah.
championship. I'd have to change my name. I'd have to change my name to Nutrition Condition.
Is that the real Liam? 'Cause I've had a few times people come on and impersonate fighters, and I'm sure it is. He told me he was going to watch it, but yeah, I'm happy it all ended well, because I know it was a horrible situation. I saw how much it was taking a toll on Liam and the whole team of you guys there. I spoke to you right after it happened in the hallway. Yeah.
We just couldn't believe what had happened. Then there's a big camera getting poked, or speaker thing poked at us, because the documentary was getting filmed. I'm thinking, what is going on here? And like, it was, I
can't wait to see this show. It's gonna be fun.
one of the craziest scenarios. And as I said about no one came up to us, no one kind of addressed what was going on. So we're just standing there in limbo with no idea what's going on. No apology. He didn't get an apology for a good day or so, day and a half. So you're sitting there in limbo for the first couple of days, thinking, Liam's reputation's on the line, my reputation's on the line for this. So, but yeah, as I said, it's been resolved, and we move forward to Sexan in Denver.
Yes, Tetsuya says it was a smart move by Chatri. One, still need Liam to get into the UK. So they have to be on good terms. Yes, Sky Sports and all that. I see Liam's been on Sky, and he's a good all-round good guy. All-round, just you want these kind of people associated with you, getting into a market like that. So definitely
and
smart
he's got
move.
a banging podcast as well.
Yes, and I think Liam should have a job for life with one, and I'd love to see him get on commentary down the line.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
he did commentary, didn't he? Did the one in Denver? Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did it with some Twitch streamers or something. That was hilarious.
Suddenly, I think. Yeah.
That was hilarious, man.
I'm happy they've kept things cool. Well,
Denver's the next one now, and he's got to look at where he's done. He's done a massive achievement for where he's come from to get down to the weight, to make a fighting weight. Dieted, did everything right, so he hasn't lost in this scenario where he's still got down, showing he can make the weight and do everything right. So basically now it's just taking over, and then we get back into a proper camp with Sexan in the next couple of weeks.
All right. Well, I don't know if you want to hang around, Pete, but we're just gonna discuss the rest of the card. So if you're happy to talk about the card,
boys, I'm an early bird.
Are you back in Australia, or are you in Thailand?
Last time I seen you, Tristan, was it Japan, wasn't it? I think. Last time I seen you.
I was trying to get backstage. I couldn't get backstage.
Yeah, I remember that. That seems like a long time ago, mate. Long time ago.
They were pretty strict on Saturday, with who could come in and everything.
Oh, so strict.
I was watching in the hotel room with a full English breakfast, so that was
I see.
Lucky.
Good to speak to you guys anyway. I'm sure I'll speak to you soon.
Thanks for coming on, Pete. We'll speak to you soon. I'll see you in Thailand in a few weeks, I imagine.
Yeah, see you at the next one. See you on the 5th.
Are you doing the 28th for John D. Bella?
Oh yeah, got the Bella and someone else. Who have we got?
Nico?
Terrible name.
Nico? No.
Let me look at the card for you. Yeah, I want to see.
Guys fighting Super.
Nico.
Terrible. What's happening?
Torrey.
So that I've got the Bella and him.
He's looking good too, man. I've seen videos of him training, looking fit.
He's getting the good food, man. He's getting the good food. That's what it is.
Oh, sir.
Sweet guys, will take it easy. Yeah.
Thanks, Pete.
Good one.
We'll see you soon, mate. All right, that was Peter Miller from Condition Nutrition. Works with a lot of top fighters in one, including Liam Harrison, who, yes, there was a lot of drama with him, as you all probably know. But anyway, yes, wanted to quickly talk about this card, but I'm first of all going to ask Tristan. Yeah, let's talk about Sitichai's fight. Great win for him against Masaaki Noiri.
Big win,
Featherweight
man.
kickboxer. Big win. You sent me some screenshots of all these notes. You meticulously prepared for this guy, didn't you? So I'm sure it was a sweet win.
Oh yeah, he did his homework really well. We did our homework really well. We sat down for a lot of tape this time. You know, just to use his brain a bit, the IQ a bit more, and then just rely on his existing skills as well. We made him a little bit heavier for this fight. He came in about 75 kilos before the fight, which is good. You know, trying to put some more meat on him, and then yeah, we had the help of Gail Fairtex as well to prepare for the fight, and yeah, everything was going really well. My father thought he prepared. This was the best he trained in about 2 years, so it's very impressive to see that he fought like that with one eye as well.
Yeah, I was just about to put that on screen. You sent me this picture as well. You were there with him, I believe, at the hospital. When we had our interview, he was sitting down so he couldn't stand up. His leg was pretty messed up. But
Yeah, those
yeah,
calf kicks, man.
the calf kicks, yes. But the eye, so he lost the vision in his right eye during the second round. It came back a little bit in the third, but was still blurry. He was in hospital on Saturday. I think you told me you got to go back on Monday. Is that right?
Yeah, he's back today. There's nothing
Oh, it is Monday. God,
wrong.
my head is weird.
Yeah, so
It's
then he
already
reported to the army for his duties.
I saw, yeah. There we go. Busy,
Yeah,
busy.
Sergeant Sidicha.
Sergeant Sinister. Great win. So yeah, it's good because I think someone asked Chatri about Sitichai in the press conference, and he said, yeah, it was a good performance, but it felt like he was gassing a bit in the third round. So it wasn't gas, was it? It was his eye that seems to be.
Oh well, see, we can say he's fatigued because it was a fun around the fight, and he was trying to play the defensive game to protect the eye. But you know, with his age as well, and maybe this is our first camp with a new conditioning coach as well, so he might not be at peak performance yet, but maybe one or two more fights down the line, when we get it right with a conditioning and the new nutritionist, maybe we can see a new Sidichai.
Featherweight Grand Prix as well. He wants in. I think there's an update coming on that. Chatri promised from the press conference in the
Is
next
it really
month.
happening?
Yeah, fingers crossed. He said yes, he will make an announcement in the next month. So I hope it's happening. Yes, I really hope so. But it keeps the can getting kicked down the road a lot. We are now into June, soon July. So fingers crossed before the end of the year at least. Absolutely incredible performance from Sitichai. I've always liked him, says Grant. Family
Thank
S.
you.
Indeed.
What do you think about him, man?
I missed the whole fucking fight. It's so I was in the interview room with Denis Sambuanga, but we were peering through the curtain. So they curtain out. We were in the box, like the interview was in the box in the top of the top tier. So we're like the curtains are taped to the wall, so the light doesn't show on camera. But then we like ripped off the tape and we're like peering around the curtain watching Sitichai. So I saw a little bit of it, yeah, but I wasn't cage side. But
I was
I
sat
heard it
two
was
rows behind Super Leg. I was like, yo, this is the spot, man.
It's one of the annoying parts of the job. Is when you have these one-on-one interviews and you miss a good fight like this. It's annoying.
I can still hear the show going on in the interviews, man, on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, there was the one with Nguyen, who beat Jojo. You could just it was right in the middle of the opening ceremony, whatever they call it, where the fireworks go off the pyro.
Yeah.
Dom Lau is screaming, "Oh yeah, what?" It's like booming behind us. It's hard to get to stay composed, but yeah, we not the best place I would say for interviews at the Impact Arena.
Funny story. Me and Super Leg were standing talking, and then the fireworks went off, and we both ducked.
I ducked when Tawanchai's entrance. They some pyro went off, and I was filming it, and then I went. "Ah." You could see. I put the video on Twitter. I think it was so loud. Is horrific. Need to tone that down. But yes, make the interviews. Put them actually in the backstage of the arena, guys, not in a box. Anyway, that was Sitachai. Good to hear he's doing well. Gonna go through this card with you. We got to start at that main event though. I think Grant
Oh,
also commented on this.
oh, wow.
Yes, Tawan Chai and Joe, the rematch, and
Okay, I
yes,
scored
please.
it in my head already, but damn.
Let me get the scorecards up. Yeah, I got the scorecards somewhere. I think I put it on Twitter as well. There it is. Okay, hopefully you can see this, guys, if I share it. But the scores were
Very
kind
hard.
of all over the place as well. The Shane had it as a draw, 48-48. Sorry, that's not. Hopefully you can see it, guys. Ricky had it 48-47. And Mehdi had it 49-46, which I felt was a bit wide.
Yeah, 49-46 was so wide. I would say Ricky and Shane got it both got it right.
Yeah, I genuinely agree with everything Shane says. So
Let me see. I need to zoom in.
let's see if I can get a better.
Sorry, I'm on my iPad as well.
Oh, okay. I'll bring it up.
Oh.
I put it on Sportskeeda earlier, so I got a better quality.
If it was me scoring, I'd go 1 and 2 to one Chai, 3 and 4 Joe, 5. Oh, 5 is hard to judge, Ben. By the one rules, it's more damage and more forward pressure, and Tuan Chai was doing just a little bit more than that. And he was kicking. He had a big left kick as well, which is a big score. So I think that as well. But you can say Joe as well because with the volume and he was connecting with the punches as well. So you can either give it as a draw or you must pick a winner, which I think the one Chai just edged it, in my opinion. Just edged it.
Just, I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, I think those Ricky and Shane's cards is fair enough. I love Mehdi as well. He's a nice guy, but yeah, I think maybe that one's slightly wide. But what do
That
you
was
guys
really
think in the
wide.
chat? A lot of people on Instagram have weighed in. Too close to call, says this person at the top. It's mental. I don't know how to say that. Close fight, but too close to call it a robbery, said this person here. Yeah. This opinion seems split on there.
It's a 10-point must, so you need to have a winner of a round. So yeah, that's their rules, man. If it came out a draw, I think both guys walk out as heroes. But now they had to pick a loser, so you know.
Well, Chatri wants to do another rematch in Atlanta, November, where Joe Natawut lives and trains. So
Main
sounds like
event or
that's the
co-main?
plan.
You think?
Oh, I don't know any fights for Atlanta yet. So, actually, I know one now. Wow. Yeah, I'd like to see this fight. Why not? It's been really good both times, and
yeah, it's always entertaining as well.
Yeah, but that's a quick turnaround, isn't it? And I saw Joe outside the stadium. He had a big line of people queuing up to see him, and I was talking to him about it. It's like because I asked Chatri at the press conference, and Chatri said, "Yeah, rematch." His team had been watching it and told Joe, and then we were talking, and Joe was laughing, saying, "Can't remember exactly, but like quick turnaround for training camp." So yes, if he's fighting in November, he's not really going to get a break at all. So who knows? We'll see. But Chetri
Yeah, but
put
we
it on
have
Facebook
no
as well.
word on Tawanchai's eye injury, correct?
No, he went to hospital. He wasn't at the media press conference. So
Yeah, so we need to know Tawanchai's condition as well
yeah,
with the eye.
we'll find out. Hopefully, because we need fights for Atlanta, so that'll be good. I think that's in the same vein of Superlek Haggerty. You want to show Americans the best of the best striking. That fits the bill for sure. I think that crowd would love that fight. Right. Chester loves seeing a 10-10 round scored. Yeah. Which
Well, this
round
shows how
did
great both guys
Shane
were.
give the 10-10 to?
It's the last round. It's the last round where they're both doing so good. And then if I was scoring as a one judge, but I know one doesn't allow draws, maybe I score a 10-10 as well because it's just so hard to judge.
It was a good round. The crowd did not like it. They rained booze down upon Tawanchai. Poor Tawanchai giving his interview in the ring. Crowd is booing the hell out of him.
It was
And
so
he
awkward
says,
to watch.
I'm so sorry if I disappointed you. I
Yeah.
felt my heart broke for this lovely man. He's a very nice kid, Tawanchai. Did nothing wrong either. He didn't decide.
No, he just won the fight.
Yeah, but all these conspiracy theories are there that, Chetri paid the judges. You saw Chetri got very animated in the press conference because there's this Thai media journalist who's a bit of an OG on the scene, and Chetri just blew up at this guy. I've kind of had a rough gist of it to me translated, but yeah, it sounds like he was insinuating that maybe these judges it was a fix or something, and I think Chetri got very upset because one takes impartiality if they're judging and everything very seriously. And you and I know all these guys, Ricky, Shane, and Mehdi, and they are not like that.
I haven't met Mehdi yet, but I know all the rest of the judges.
Yeah, I don't think Shane's taking any bungs under the table. So, yes, guys, it happens sometimes, these things. It's a very, very close fight, tough to score.
Very, very hard to score.
Yeah, I don't think it was. Yes, put the conspiracy theories away. Right. As Nicholas says, the famous quote goes, to be the man, you have to beat the man, and Tawanchai looked good still. Damage, though, yeah, he looked like he had more damage on Joe. Joe looked like he hadn't even been in a fight. And he went straight off, and you should watch his Instagram. It's hilarious. Yeah, he just was posing in all these
I think he did he did a podcast this morning with Antoine.
Yeah. Oh, Antoine was there in the press conference. Love that guy. Great. Some great videos. Check out his channel. It's great stuff. But anyway, there it is, guys. That's the main event. A lot of controversy. I think Shane gave the second round 10-10, says Chester. Let me look it up.
Oh, here we go.
All right, it is. Yeah, it's the second round, 10-10. The fifth he gave to Tawanchai.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think Joe would have won that second round, but right at the end of it, I think Tawanchai caught him with something. I think it was that round, or I might be wrong, but it's very close. Very close. Anyway.
I would hate to be a judge on that day.
I would hate to be a judge in any. It's such a tough job. Yeah. Right. Which gym has the best name and why is it Sitsongpeenong?
Thank you.
Yes. Why would Chatri pay the judges if he wants the rematch in Atlanta? Wouldn't he want them to score it for Joe? LOL.
Yeah, then have Tawanchai come challenge for the title.
Yeah. Tetsuya says Joe's social media followers tripled or quadrupled during the weekend. I've never seen all big Thai medias posting about a Muay Thai fight like this before. Yes, I was speaking to someone on Saturday night. He said, yeah, it was all over. Everyone in the country is talking about it. It was incredible. It's like the biggest topic. So in a way, I think that's good for one championship. Shows how much reach they've got now in Thailand, and shows they've become. I think in the last year and a half, they really have grown exponentially in Thailand because of Lumpini and everything. The big Friday fights cards have really helped. Superlek Rodtang was monstrous.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean that could really sell out Impact Arena as well. So I'd love to see a rematch down the line. I just want to see a show in the evening though. I don't like these mornings.
Oh, bro, if they got the evening shows, I think it would be lit.
Yeah, an evening Impact Arena with a Rodtang Superlek rematch.
Oh, that
You
would be
can
lit.
charge a lot of money for tickets on that. Still not over Tawanshah getting the decision over Penn and the first Joe fight. Yeah. I thought he beat Pet Marcotte. The Joe fight, I felt like he won that too. But I see why people say it the other way. It's good when you have close fights, though.
It's entertaining.
It is. It is. Right, we're gonna get through this card quickly. So, I'm running late here already. We've done Rodtang. Well, we had Dennis on, so we've done that.
Yeah.
Mikey Musamichi and Gabriel Sosa. Mikey submitted him. But Mikey was quite fired up in the press conference. Said this guy has been harassing him for 4 years. So he wanted to shut him up, and he finally did. Bit of bad blood there.
Dude, the interview was lit, man.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
like
Mikey been swearing all week as well.
my dad was like, why is he so angry?
Yeah,
I
he
don't
was
know.
just dropping F-bombs left, right, and center.
Really, even in the hotel.
Yeah, I didn't know what was up with him.
Yeah.
I thought he's trying to be more edgy for the documentary crew following around.
Maybe that.
Yeah, he's going to feature heavily on that as well. So Mikey and Cade were big focuses.
Mhm.
Cade Rotolo, MMA debut, made easy work of Blake Cooper. First round submission. Saw a little bit of his stand up. What do you think, Tristan? Do you care? I know you're not MMA guy.
Okay, was doing well, and then when I'm like, oh, cheering for him. He was start landing. I was like, oh, nice shots, nice boxing, nice kick. But then as soon as it got to the ground, I was like, yeah, Kate's got this.
Yeah, his level of grappling is just
Crazy.
I don't think we've ever seen it in MMA, and it's going to be interesting to if he can apply all the other stuff, put it all together, the stand up, everything else needed.
Yeah, he was like
There
a snake,
is,
man. He got around that neck and started choking him. I was like, damn.
yeah, it's inevitable. I just don't think anyone's going to be able to defend it.
Yeah, it was too wild because it was his first fight in MMA. I think he's got to. You learn as you get more fights as well. So I think he's got to learn how to perfect it in fights. That's all.
But also hats off to Cade for doing it,
Stepping in the
going and
ring. Yeah.
yeah. A lot of people talk about crossing over into the striking from grappling or whatever. Sure, some of them have asked but haven't been granted it. But yeah, it was a big risk for him. He's a golden boy of jiu-jitsu, and he's already making a lot of money on that, and got another fight lined up with Mikey or a match, shall I say, another fight in Denver. So it's a big risk because you could have. Let's say, yeah, you get knocked out, you get a big injury, it's gonna impact your income from your grappling. They always have other tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't want to be getting concussed if you need to be making appearances at tournaments. So big risk for him, but I think it shows the confidence he has in himself. But it's well placed confidence, and I think kid's gonna do very well for himself in MMA. These guys are just phenoms. They're physical freaks, Cade and Ty. And Ty's
Ooh.
gonna go to MMA as well. Sounds like so.
This fight gonna come from BJJ. Yeah, both guys are great, man. I reckon. I would say Anderson Silva first because he was first, like the OG, and then Charles second, in my opinion.
Let's see if you can get up there. But yes, I agree, Charles. Right, let me move on. We've done Sidichai.
Yeah.
Denis Puric beat Noel
this was-
Grandjean. Unanimous decision.
Oh
You didn't like it?
no, bro! She was getting beat up for like 3 rounds. Felt so bad, and she took it on
Yeah.
2 weeks' notice as well.
Yeah. I feel bad for her because I think one posted on socials a graphic.
Before and after.
Yeah, it's like this is before you fight Denise, this is after, and her face is all puffed up, and then there's a few people in the comments are saying, "Oh, this is not very nice." And I agree. Yeah, I don't like that. Noelle kind of didn't have to take this fight. She did on
She
2
stepped up
weeks.
though.
Stepped up, number one
Saved the
contender.
show.
Yeah, and Denise had family coming, and she didn't want to disappoint them. She needed a fight, so yeah, I just don't like that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
It's
it was
not-
unfortunate though. An injury happened to Stamp like a few weeks out.
Yeah, but let's stop this.
But they should already have a
Oh.
backup though.
Someone's face looks like the Elephant Man. Why are we taking the piss out of fighters who sacrifice everything to put on a show for us and entertain us? It's not funny. Like everyone, how many people can do this for a living and be good at it enough to fight on a major show like this? Yeah. Let's not tease. Anyway, I said my piece. Noelle's very nice. Yeah. Let's treat her as nice as she treats all of us. Okay. Joe is the people's champ, Anonymous says. Good day, all. CFR Network. Good day, too. Reminder, check out his interview with me. That was very fun. It's up on CFR Network, part 1 and part 2. If you want to know more about how I got into this line of work, it's a fun listen, hopefully. I haven't actually listened back to it. Seen some clips. I will listen. Right. Nick, did you see Ty King's son at Impact Arena? He was in attendance sitting next to Samrak Kam Singh. Maybe this is also the reason for stricter security.
Maybe.
Could be. They wouldn't let me bring my water bottle in. You know, I've got this Lululemon.
Oh yeah, they'll say it can be used as a weapon.
Yeah, they told me use the weapon. It's like, you think I'm going to throw my... Yeah, sure. And then they let me in with all this camera equipment, which I also could have thrown if I want to be an idiot.
Yeah, I saw some Rakam Singh, but I didn't see the King's son. Some Rakam Singh was in the stadium. He hung up with a few legends, and yeah, I shook his hand.
That's pretty cool. All right. Family S. Grant says Sanchai, PK Muay Thai Gym. Fairtex have special relationship with one. There have been a few dubious decisions. Guess it's about money, face, reputation, propping up the poster boys and girls. The conspiracy theories are out. Who knows, guys? We get through the rest of this card quickly. I'll do some comments, but yeah. Adrian Lee, impressive.
Oh yeah, I watched that fight live too.
Antonio Mamarella, yeah. Adrian looks very good. I have no idea how good the other guy was, though. I think this was his second professional fight or third. Seemed like a nice guy.
I put up a fight.
Yeah. But I feel like they were looking to get Adrian a good debut win. That happened. Adrian, 19 years old.
18?
Is he 18?
18.
Cade, 21. I wonder maybe this is a future lightweight title fight. Adrian Lee, Cade Rotolo. Adrian's got incredible wrestling. He's a national or state champion in Hawaii. We'll see. But I feel
Yeah,
Adrian
Cade
may
was
end up
Adrian.
at welterweight. He's massive already.
He's still growing, He's still
Yeah.
18, so he's still growing.
Yeah, he's taller than Christian. Christian was there. It was great to see Christian Lee, by the way. I very proud of how he's handled the whole situation. Obviously, we know what happened with the Lee family.
Any news on him returning?
Yeah, we had an interview and he said he's good to go for Denver or Atlanta, and he's ready to defend either belt. He says no need for an interim belt. I'm ready. So good to hear. Good to see him smiling. Been through
After
hell.
a good hydration test, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah, I was happy to chat to him, catch up. I admire Adrian and Christian, the way they've handled it all. And Adrian looking incredible. But who knows? It is a young man. Don't want to push him too far too soon. We saw what happened with Johan Ghazali there against Nguyen Tran Doi Nhat. I think nobody gave Nguyen a chance, a hope in hell. They thought it'd be another first round KO, but Nguyen, good game plan, unanimous decision. Johan outclassed. I think it'll be a good lesson for Johan. He said as much to me at the poolside in the hotel. He said this could be the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah,
I think it. Yeah, he's gonna have to take away a few things from that fight.
it just shows that he's still developing.
Yeah, and
it wasn't
he should
a
be.
bad
He's
matchup.
17.
Anyone could win. Still
17
developing.
years old. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
He might even grow beyond band. What was it? Flyweight.
This was flyweight. Yeah, he's tall for a flyweight. So
yeah,
he missed weight for his last fight, his debut. He was on weight this time, no problems.
Yeah, looks good, man.
Yeah, I think this would sort of like meant to be a breakout moment for him. New star is born. Get him a first round knockout on the big stadium show. He had a lot of support in the stadium. He was popular. And he's got a lot of fans online, and Malaysia loves a winner,
Yeah, definitely. All-time hero.
Yeah, he'll be back. I think, good learning curve for him. I think maybe, I really like the guy. But I hope keeps his feet on the ground. Don't get too carried away with anything.
Oh man, he'll come back. I know his coach. His coach is a great guy. He trains him hard, man. So yeah. It'll be.
He's a very nice young man.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see how he comes back from this. Sure.
Definitely. Tetsuya says Nguyen's Vietnamese fan base is no joke. I saw many videos of his fight with Johan getting 300,000 views on YouTube. Yes, I put up my interview with him, and it's the most popular video I've done from that weekend. Yeah, the numbers don't lie. Nguyen Tran Doi Nhat, the star in Vietnam. What do you guys think of that? Johan got exposed as anonymous. All you have to do is not stand and trade with him, and he crumbles. Yes.
This is just what I'm saying. It's still developing, He needs to learn how to cut off the ring and use his style to good use.
Vietnam is also interesting market, Tetsuya says, for one with population 100 million. Yes, they were very, very interested in Vietnam before the pandemic. They were building a team there. They had their first event there, something like August 2019.
I think one will come back to Vietnam for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely in the card. So I think it could be again. Vietnam is,
It's a
It'd be, it'd
great
be
country. I've been there before. It's like it's sick. I know. It
yeah.
was like
I love it.
14. So like yeah, it's sick.
I love it. As long
Gotta
as
go
they
back
can get,
again, man.
they need to get MMA approved because I think that was the
Oh, is that
sticking
the
point.
issue?
Yeah, when they went, it was an all Muay Thai card or something.
Oh,
So Martin Nguyen couldn't fight, even though he was featherweight champion at the time. And B Nguyen, who was another Vietnamese star they had, she's an MMA fighter. She had to do a Muay Thai fight or something.
yeah.
I think she lost that. I can't remember. Yeah. So I'm not sure about. Maybe Tetsuya can fill us in. He seems to know a lot about Vietnam. Is MMA legal there now? Right. Who's Vietnam's most popular fighter? Good question.
Martin,
Maybe.
I think man.
I have no idea, to be honest.
How much
Right,
can
let
you
me.
talk about the documentary team
Oh
and
yeah.
what they're producing? Are they documenting fewer events a full year? Oh, that's a good one.
Well, I'll only talk about what I can only talk about what I saw. So there was a crew walking around the hotel and the face-offs, the weigh-ins, the event, filming, and there was like a team of 4 or 5 of them,
Mm.
and they were catching some juicy drama. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like maybe I'm not sure if there's any beyond this one event, but I would love to see them do all the big numbered cards.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The
That'll
stadium
be
shows.
cool.
Yeah, the like 167 or whatever this was. Yeah, 168 Denver, and then Atlanta, Japan. Maybe not the Lumpini ones because it would still be cool to see them do Lumpini. But I think they want to go for that grand scale. But anyway, whatever happens, I think it's going to be a really interesting watch. You can't have asked for more drama from that. That
Netflix?
who knows? Who knows?
No. I'm Amazon Prime actually. I'm Amazon Prime.
Makes sense to be Prime, but you could not take it for the drama. You got Stamp Fairtex injury, Rodtang's weight miss,
Oh,
Liam's weight miss,
the main event.
the main event, the booing,
Angry Mikey.
angry Mikey.
Um, City Chai coming back into form.
Yeah, great fight.
Jojo.
Atsuki Hirata losing.
Oh,
She was a bit of a that we should talk about that fight.
oh,
So
that was
Colleen
quick,
Hans,
man. That was quick,
is that the end for Atsuki? So it's definitely hard to see where Atsuki goes from here, because that to me, I think that's a layup for her. This fight, they booked her this fight to get her a win, and now Victoria Souza just slapped her around, submitted her, put her to sleep. Yeah, it was a bad loss, and she was very upset. I know afterwards.
Mm.
And it's going to take a lot of soul searching because this is the kind of defeat, Tristan. I'm sure you've seen it in many fighters where you do everything right, but something goes wrong, and then
The last fight for City Chai.
Yeah, right.
That was everything was going wrong, man. His mental stuff because of the son and he's being away from his family. The son being born. He's quad injury in the second round. Everything, but there's no sign of it in this fight, which is awesome. But like, you gotta understand sometimes, like they go through a lot of shit, and some City Chai was almost in tears as well after his last fight. So I'd probably
I gave him a hug.
know
Yeah, I remember.
know the feeling of Hirata's camp, man. Like you put everything into it, and then you just get a result you don't want. And Yeah, like just gotta take the punch and just roll with it. I think.
Yeah,
That's
these
what
are
you do.
human beings, and that's again why I was slightly annoyed to see that thing with Noel Grandjean on the socials. It's like they don't need that kind of extra level of. There's already so much scrutiny on them, and there's no place to hide, is there, when something like this happens? So Itsuki Hirata definitely someone who had a lot of upside in one when she came in, and she was earmarked as a star for them. Obviously, great personality, great looks, can fight. People love her. It's just not going well for her lately. I thought this one was, yeah, like I said, a complete layup. No disrespect to Victoria Souza, yeah, but
Isn't she booked for Denver? Victoria
she is.
Silva?
She's already booked for. She's got Elise Anderson, and now I'm intrigued. Interesting fact about her: she's studying to be a doctor of dentistry. I think it's called
Wow.
oncology. Yes, she has great teeth. Showed them. I do not. I asked her. Maybe she can help mine.
Oh, me
But
too, man.
she's very nice, Victoria Snowden, though. Yeah, I've seen her fight a few times now. She fought Victoria Lee. That was Victoria Lee's last fight and won. She's fought
Ooh,
Jihin, I think.
Anonymous says I think Souza beats Anderson too. Ooh, tough call.
If you'd asked me before, I would have said Itsuki walks through her and Elise does, but this girl is tiny, but she's like 4'11". But yeah, she did it. I've seen her. Yeah, she lost to Victoria Lee. She beat Linda Darrow. I was there for that one. That was February 2023. She lost to Noel Grandjean in March this year, and then just beat Itsuki. That's a huge win, biggest win of her career by far.
Yeah, it's very, very, very big win. Did she get a bonus?
She did not. I
What?
believe she should have if she did not.
First round sub of someone in that level, and she did
Yeah,
not get a sub. Damn,
I think
unlucky.
she should be.
Unlucky.
She should have received the 50G.
Yeah,
Who
definitely.
else can they give Hirata as a layup? Zeba Bahano. Yeah, I mean, who knows that? That's what I'm
Noel.
saying. Where do we go from here with
I think her
Itsuki?
and Noel will be a right matchup, coming off losses.
I think so, yeah. And Noelle takes fights. She doesn't say no to anything, so she challenges herself. I
Yeah.
think that's a good fight. Itsuki heading down the Rika Shige road.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't say that, man.
she beat Rika, didn't she? That was the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, who knows? I hope she comes back. I believe she's better than what we saw on Saturday. I really do.
I don't understand why she didn't receive a bonus. Yeah, bro. Kay
Yeah,
got a sub. He got a bonus. Adrian got a sub. He got a bonus.
went off
Who else?
script.
Yeah, Mikey as well.
You don't tend to get a bonus if you beat someone that is like a favorite, shall we say. I've seen that a few times, but that sounds like a tin hat thing, tin foil hat. But I've seen a few wins, yeah, where it's just how could
Dimitri.
that guy who beat Sexan on Friday fights.
Yeah, Dimitri, that guy. Who else? There's a few questionable ones.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to see some sort of introduction of post-fight bonus, backstage or whatever. Maybe they can retroactively
Fight of the night, maybe.
Yeah, something because, like I said, Victoria's studying to be a dentist. I'm sure money would really help her out in that regard. And I'll tell you what, she's also got a lot of fans and she's popular, so they could do worse than get behind her. Right. Johan Estupinan and Zephyr Sayek first fight. I was actually slightly late to the stadium, so I walked in the middle of the second round of this one.
I completely missed this.
Yeah. Estupinan
I
won.
I was up front dealing with all the ticketing stuff, man.
Yeah, there was a lot going on outside the stadium. It was super busy. People were struggling to get in. they were queuing for a while just to actually get their tickets and go in.
Yeah, so the thing was, the first lot of ticket ran out, and then they had to go get a second lot, which came late,
Yeah,
which
it's.
is crazy.
I think hopefully they can sort out that for next time because a lot of people were still outside during City Chai's fight, including
Yeah, Sunichai's wife was outside, man. I felt so bad.
Keith. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
called discrimination. Damien Asahi was the guy who beat Sexton. Yes,
What?
yeah. Stupidan's entrance was the best. He jumped over the cage even though the door was open.
Oh, bro, I need to go back.
Yeah, I missed that. It's a shame. I wish I'd gotten there earlier. Yeah, I rode in a transport to the stadium with the guy Mikey beat, Gabriel Souza. So I think I left the hotel about 6:45, something like that. 6:30.
It was such an early get up, bro.
Yeah,
Some
it's tough.
people were there since 4 a.m. I was like, bro, I walked up at like 6:30, and I was like, shit, this is packed already.
Yeah, hats off to one. There was no room. A lot of people. I had people I know who you know as well were asking me for tickets.
Yeah, they rolled
our
out.
friend Eric was asking for tickets
Oh, that pest.
because he
Everyone,
thought
man.
that
I'm texting
best,
everyone.
he thought he could roll up, grab a ticket like usual, walk in, it'd be half empty. But no,
Nah,
yeah, it was jam packed.
sold out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I think just shows, one have really grown in Thailand, especially in the last couple of years since they last
Yeah,
18 months since they were at Impact. Last time I was there, January 2023, half empty. Same
I
time.
was there too. Yeah.
That show had Rodtang on. That show had Stamp on. That show had Superbon on.
Superbon, Chinggis.
Yeah, it had a lot of stars on it, and they just couldn't sell it out. And half the people in there were there for Ongla, the Burmese people. So they have. I think it's a testament to the power of what Friday Fights has, how effective it's been for them.
Yeah,
It's really
it's cool
helped.
though. Look at the card. They targeted a lot of neighboring countries as well, so maybe they get those fan bases over as well.
Yeah, there were a lot of Malaysians there. I think for JoJo. There was Japanese
I
fans.
was with a bunch of Vietnamese people too. They were pretty cool.
Yeah, I think all round excellent job. Hats off to one. They don't get a lot of praise from people, so I like to give them praise when they do things right. I think the show was, even despite the issues, Liam Harrison, I think it's still a home run for them. Great show. Why was the ticket redemption queue so long? Asks Tetsuya. Is it for redeeming the free tickets? I had the e-ticket.
It's for redeeming the tickets. Yeah.
Yeah, so my friend Keith, who watches this show, he went to get his ticket, and he sent me a picture. He was in a queue of about 300 people.
Crazy.
Yeah, I hope they can sort out those issues. I don't know whether paper thing is better.
I hope he got a T-shirt. That's some of the guys at the gym will walk around with like a bag full of T-shirts, giving it out to people.
He says they just gave him they started giving people numbers, and then they parked them in front of a TV so they could watch.
Oh man, that's sad.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
I mean I had some of my guys walking around with some T-shirts from the gym, giving it out. I hope he got one.
Where's mine?
Just this.
All right.
When you come to the gym, I'm a bit sick.
Yeah. I'll be there after Friday Fights 68, June 29th.
I'm so sick. Yeah.
Going around, brother. Well, why don't we leave it there because you're sick? We've hit the 2-hour mark. Fight of the night. Let's just do that quickly. What did you like the most?
City China already.
Of course, yeah.
Oh man, it was a lot of people saying he was gonna get knocked out, he was gonna get exposed. And I could see Nori digging to the body how like Marat was doing, and I was kind of worried. But yeah, he made his adjustments. He adjusted really well. He just in a better place mentally, let's say, than Japan, and it was very nice to see him do that and
Yeah, he
prove
seemed
that as
happier.
well.
Happy for him. Well, yeah,
That buff for City Chai.
there we are. All right, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. We're 2 hours in. Be back on Wednesday with Kyle. I'll
Hopefully
try and
my voice
arrange
gets better.
some guests. Yes, Tristan, let you rest up. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, what do you got coming up? Anything fun?
Nothing yet. No news from Legatron. City Chai just fought. Maybe just waiting for the tournament to start for Rajadam then.
Just got back from Australia too. How was that? Wild.
Very, very
Seems
wild,
like
man.
you had fun. Yeah.
Very wild.
All right. I'll get the details off air. That's it, guys. Check in on Wednesday. I'll get another guest, I'm sure. Got a few people I'm thinking of asking, but thanks, Tristan. Thanks to Pete Miller, Condition Nutrition earlier, and also the Bosnian Menace, Dennis Puric. That was awesome at the beginning of the show. Fun interview with him. Yes, thanks all of you guys. See you, Ego Kind. Thanks everyone for tuning in, commenting. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It helps us all. But we'll catch you on Wednesday. Have a good night or morning or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Peace out.